Hello, 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 dreamers, and welcome back to Dream Queen by Perla. So, water signs, this is your weekly. We have Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpios. Whew, okay. Don't is the main thing that I'm getting. Some of you have built up emotions and anger and resentment that you want to release upon someone. Don't. Sit with your emotions, sit with your feelings, allow and the videos are freezing, guys, again. Allow the revelations of why you feel this way to be revealed to you. There is definitely a space here that if you don't realize or you don't recognize where it is that these emotions are rooted from, you're going to end up breaking or ending connections that later on you're going to regret. Some of you are, again, in that space of there's somebody in, and again, this can be you or this can be somebody around you, but there's somebody that seems to be having their life on track, somebody that seems to be having everything going for them, and that either bothers you or that bothers someone else. So there's definitely an energy here of some type of envious or jealous energy, like how dare they do that without me, how dare they be happy without me. So you have to be very careful with that. It could be that you water signs have moved on with a different connection, and maybe there is an ex that is still jealous, or maybe you moved on with a new connection and your ex is happy without you. Regardless of what the dynamics are, there's definitely here for the water signs an energy of jealousy that needs to be released. There was somebody that went ahead and did something intentionally to hurt someone else. And when the action or the words that were said did not hurt this individual, then again, it's like, how dare they not get upset? How dare they not be destroyed by me? So there's definitely a dialogue here of somebody that really feels like they're in control of someone else. So when you can no longer trigger this individual, you get upset, and then you get consumed in that anger, in that resentment, because you have yet to take that time to go inward. You have yet to go in within yourself to see where this pain, where this hurt is rooted. There are things from your childhood that you have been suppressing, that you have been holding back. There's definitely here a disconnect when it comes to the feminine energy, not the feminine energy of, if you're a female where you feel sexy and you feel this and you feel that. When you're a man, like you're having sex, that's not the type of feminine energy that I'm talking about. I'm talking about that feminine energy that allows you to connect with your emotions. There are individuals within this reading with the water signs where you were brought up by a mother, or the feminine in your family were not caring, were not nurturing. Some of you were ignored or even forgotten of as children. There's definitely an energy here of somebody, even in it wasn't that you were physically abandoned, like in a hospital or something like that, but even though you lived with the mother figure or whatever it was, there is this energy or the space where the connection or the bonding between the mother and child never really occurred. So even though you lived in this household, there was a disconnect, and it was almost as you were physically there, but to your mother, to whoever the mother figure was in your life, they constantly forgot about you. This is like, you're one out of 3 children. Your siblings got, the gifts and the birthdays and all of this, and when it came to you, it's like you were literally forgotten. And there's definitely this energy of like wanting to please that mother figure so badly to allow you to feel like you're worth it, or to allow you to feel like you matter. Whoever this is for, this is a connection your mother figure, whether it's a mother, an actual mother or an aunt or a grandmother, there's this dysfunctional energy where the parents figure, the mother figure or whatever, gets jealous of the child's partner. This is whether you are a female or a male, it doesn't matter. They kind of, it's like, this is the thing where it gets kind of complicated, because it's like their own errors, their own mistakes, they want to fix, but they want to fix by controlling you. So the same way that you're being controlled by this mother figure is the same way that you want to control someone else from your past. So it's like your mother doesn't like the guys or the girls that you choose to date. Again, it doesn't matter whether you're a female or a male. Your mother has an issue with everybody that you date. But what they say is that the person is not good enough for you. So then they bring you to this space or to this energy where they put you high on a pedestal, right? In your eyes, right? And then when they are able to disconnect or allow you or make you or force their way into your head, into your emotions, and you release or you let go of whatever connections you're in, then it's like the dialogue starts to switch. When they feel that they have you and they've allowed you, they kind of like, it's a very nasty energy, I'm sorry, but this is very manipulated. But if this is for you, you're going to realize, like, when as I'm saying it, that it's going to click. So it's like you're in a relationship, your mother likes whoever you're dating. Again, they like the guy, they like the girl, everything is fine. But when they start to see that things are getting serious between you and this person, then they start to find imperfections or flaws within the person that you're dating. So then what happens is they start to tell you that you are better or you're higher or you deserve someone better or somebody whatever. And then if that doesn't work, then they start to bring up an ex who they already did this to you with. That is the psychological fucked up part of this, and I'm sorry, but it is true, because like they're showing me like these images, and it's like I'm just freaking laughing right now. So when they finally get you by yourself, right? They allow you to. They kind of force their way so that you break up or start causing problems in your connections because you allow it. Again, because you want this person's approval. Then what happens is once they feel like they got you, then they start, after taking care of you, after helping you heal from the broken relationship, from the worthless person, let's put it this way, then they start to turn on you and they start to pick at your own flaws, at your own everything. So then what happens is, water signs, and you go out again and start looking for another connection, and you're trying to look again for that acceptance, for that love. And then the cycle starts all over again. But it's like you are failing to see that you're being manipulated by this person. This is a mother that would literally tell her daughter or her son, like, you don't love me, I'm going to kill myself. This is somebody that is really very manipulated. And the thing is that this person or this mother figure does not know how to genuinely love somebody, because they themselves as children, again, we're talking about generational curses here, they themselves as children were either emotionally abandoned by their own mother figure. So therefore, this is something that they are constantly, this is all they know how to do. It's like, you have to love me and love me only. And that is, you know, regardless of the dynamic, whether this is a mother-daughter or a son-daughter, there is either somebody is going to point it out to you, either the person that you're with or other people around you, where this connection between mother and child is unhealthy and is very toxic. And there's definitely has to be a physical separation for a period of time to allow you to heal, so that you can then go ahead and see how it is that you're going to move forward with the connection within your mother. Because definitely, I definitely feel that this is something that you want to heal and this is something that you want to save. But the way that it's being dealt with at this time is not healthy for anybody involved. Because it's like now you're probably starting to realize, or you're starting to recognize that what you do to those that you come into a romantic connection with is the same thing that your mother has been doing to you. So then that puts you in a space, unfortunately, water signs, where it's like through that crazy dynamic, through that crazy realization or clarity of your connection with your mother, allows you then to look at the connection that you have had in the past, with that, which then unfortunately makes you regret certain connections, whether it's one or multiple connections of individuals that you were involved with romantically, that really were trying to allow you to see this, or were trying to show you this in the past, or were trying their best to save you from repeating the same cycles. But again, because you were unaware of your own connection with your own maternal figure, whether your mother, your aunt, or whoever it is that raised you, then you were unable to see or realize what whoever it was from the past. This can also be friends or co-workers or family members that you pulled away from when they called out what was happening, when they called out what they saw. And again, it's like this mother figure brings you up, puts you on a pedestal to get you to a space where you're disconnecting with anybody but her, because you're finally getting that attention that you wanted as a child, right? You're finally, yes, my mother sees me as the prince, the princess, the prince, I got my mother's attention, right? And then once they have you isolated, then they tear you down. Now, what do? This is the same thing that you then go ahead, turn around and do in all the connections that you're in. Again, regardless of gender, whether you are a female or a male, this is a very, there is a lot of healing here that needs to be done. And regardless of how much you want to help your mother heal through this is, and I feel, honestly, I feel bad, because that's, to have somebody do that to you, like, your own mother, must be hard, to be honest with you. But you cannot heal your mother, is what I'm being told. You can heal yourself, and by you setting the boundaries that you need to set, things will slowly start to progress, or things will slowly start to change. But it's like you need to take that first step and setting some boundaries between you and your mother. I feel that for whoever this is for, your current connection, your current relationship is in jeopardy because of your mother. So let's go ahead and see Cancer. Let's pick out one card for Cancer. The High Priest, intent and create. So you guys definitely, like, again, you with this intent and create, we're usually looking at more of the masculine energy. Is going to be you girls out there, you women, men are going to have to step into that, or start healing that masculine energy, or allowing your masculine energy to take over during this time while you heal excuse me, while you heal your feminine energy. Because again, there is definitely this space where it's like when you guys go into your feminine energy, everything crumbles, everything goes down. Recognize that you have the power to change your life. Face your fears and align with the light. So this is definitely Cancer needing to accept and needing to realize really how the toxic connections from your past have allow you to not even give yourself, or those that you're going into romantic connections with, a fair chance when it comes to love, because you're bringing the dynamic, or you're bringing in the toxicity of how it is that you have been taught to love. It's like you bring somebody up, you destroy them, you bring them up, you hold on to them. Once you have them, it doesn't really matter because you already have them. So there's definitely this dialogue, or this pattern that needs to change. And it's like you're finally realizing that. And it's not about, it's not about putting blames, because obviously whoever you were in a connection with that walked away or whatever were not equipped or whatever to deal with those energies, or they were just led not to deal with it. It was probably that they just came around to kind of start the process to you to realize. So I'm not telling you to go ahead and chase people from the past. That's not what I'm saying, guys. What I'm saying is that if you look at your old connections, you're going to realize and you're going to recognize how your mother was the main cause of separations within those connections. And it can actually be occurring or happening at this time. So let me go ahead and get a card for Pisces. Who is calling me? So let's go ahead and get a card for Pisces. Arrow. Surround yourself with protective energy. This is definitely, again, it's going to be when you realize this, when you see it, like when it clicks, you may feel like there's nobody that you can trust. There's nobody that gets you, or nobody that has ever gone through this or anything like that. But that is far from the truth. You have to go ahead and you have to realize that if you're recognizing this at this moment, right? If you're starting to realize this at this moment, it's because you are ready, consciously and subconsciously, to deal with this. You are ready to heal whatever it was, whatever damage or whatever resulted from this toxic connection with your maternal, with your mother and things like that. So it's like, surround yourself with positive people and experiences and environments that make you feel safe. Call on your angels, guides, and ancestors to bring you protection. Now, as I'm saying that, be very careful that you don't fall into this energy of looking for other toxic traits. Like, this is about looking for support, looking for help, whether it is that you have to vent with your sisters, your cousin, whether it is that you need to go see a therapist or whatever it is. This is not, I'm not sending people out there to go party or to go drink or to go have orgies or whatever it is that you normally do to suppress. This is not about you suppressing the energy. This is not about you suppressing the pain. This is about you finally once you realize it again, because this has been shown to you, you just ignored it. Go ahead now and start working and start healing that energy, because this is going to be very, when it comes to like you healing it and you breaking it, then it's not being carried on to like your own children. So Scorpios, we have the wise one. Grow within your current situation. There is no running away from this, is what I'm picking up. Whatever it is that you're experiencing at this moment, Scorpio, whatever it is, whether you're realizing it or you're finally accepting it, there's definitely an energy here where do not run away, because I usually feel that when you guys get to this point or this area where you guys are normally at, you guys run. Don't run. Knuckle down. Be reliable and committed. Be open to wisdom and insight from your elders. Excuse me. What I'm picking up, Scorpios, is don't run. Don't run from this. Don't run from your own healing. Don't run from this growth, from this huge opportunity to finally heal this energy, this feminine energy within your family, and finally allow yourself to truly be happy, allow yourself to be free. There's things that are going to happen, Scorpios, that you guys are not going to like during this week, but it's something that it's like you have suppressed this, or you've avoided this far too long, is what I'm getting. Well, guys, that is all I have for you for this week. If you are interested in looking at the extended for each zodiac sign, that information is down below in the description. Thank you for spending this time with me. Sending every single one of you love, strength, and blessing, guys. Take care. Love you all.